Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, the show Aquarius. Every time I hear the title of it, that Age of Aquarius song starts playing in my head. That's an old song and I don't know who it was by. It was, had a pretty decent beat to it. Anyways, okay, Aquarius has to do around the time frame of Charles Manson and how he got started. Although the show's more to it than that. They take some accuracies and then they add some fictional aspects of it to make a TV show. Well, when they make the TV show, you know, obviously it's not going to be completely 100%. So there are some stories that probably never happened just so that they can add dramatic purposes to the storyline. But there's this detective, the first episode there was this detective who found out this politician's child was missing, his daughter I think it was, and he didn't want it to get to the he didn't want to report it to the police because then it would look bad when and if he ran for office, or I don't know if he was trying to get higher up or if he was trying to get into office. I don't really remember. Well, then you have this, I don't really know how you want to describe the other detective who's playing an undercover undercover detective, but he's coming in and he's trying to infiltrate Charles Manson's group to find this other girl, and then discovers things along the way that don't add up to what they should be. So there's more stories, there's more to it, and the fact that the father that is wants to find his daughter, come to find out he has connections to Charles Manson. They were friends a while back, so I'm not exactly liking how they're exactly depicting the story. I'm going to give the second episode a try. I'm not sure if I'll finish the whole series out because I might get bored or it might just get to be too much. I don't like certain storylines, and if I can't understand it for a long period, I just lose interest, so we'll see. There's a lot of cop shows and detective shows that I watch that I can peg. Okay, you see the victim, you can figure out who the murderer is, and all the stuff to lead them to there, I'm not very good with. I'm better with the beginning and the end. So, yeah, that's kind of how I would roll. And I've watched The Mysteries of Laura, I've watched CSI Miami, New York, I've watched some NCIS, I've watched Law and Order, you know, Without a Trace, Cold Case, all that stuff. Sometimes I can figure it out, and when I can figure it out from point A to point, you know, from A to Z, I'm good. It's just then the show has to be about how they link them. And there's occasions where it looks like it's going to go like, you know, like the wife did it or the husband did it, and it turns out to be the brother's ex-girlfriend's friend or something. You know, just some off-the-wall thing of a character that wasn't in there for you to even think about. But I just don't like where it's going to take you one way and you think you got a grasp on it, and then you learn about this person that's completely like, whew, and then you're just supposed to figure out how you link it up then. It's kind of like a good action movie, or like Taken. You know how it's gonna, the beginning and the end, he's gonna get taken, somebody's gonna find him, or he'll die, you know, or they'll get what he needs, and I don't know. I heard a joke on a show where someone said, well, if the next Taken they should do is when he takes a nap, you know, taking a nap. I don't care. My jokes aren't always funny. Sometimes even I don't get the punchlines. I hear good jokes and I want to tell them, and that's my problem, is the punchline. Or I'll sort of get it like the joke, and it's just better if I read the joke. So, alright, I got a problem. I need to figure out how to express myself to people and how not to get walked all over. Sometimes I appear to my friends and people around me as a doormat, like they can tell me things and they can expect me to go and support them on things, and I won't, or I will, but the whole time I'm uncomfortable or I'm put in a position to where I get a lot of anxiety afterwards and everything, and certain social situations I stay away from. And the drama that follows some people, it's the drama that was there in high school. So you learn once, you know, that's enough. So I just need to be more... Compassion's a good thing. Empathy, you know, and respect for one another. Those are all cornerstones. Those are good qualities to have, and I would never knock any of that. But my friends and people around me and family sometimes need to not take advantage of that. Because there are certain situations that I just should not be around, or something like that. I mean, I need to think about things before I jump in, I guess you would say. So I'm going to try a little harder to do that. I'm not going to jump on the first thing I see. I'm going to take my time and really make decisions and choices that are better. And sometimes it's not the best choice to some people, but sometimes I have to be selfish and it has to be the best choice for me. My friend's texting me, and it's the second video I've gotten a ding on. She wants to watch a scary movie, and she was asking me if I say anything else besides okay in my text messages. Well, she wrote she wanted to watch a scary movie, ... I wrote okay, ... She writes back, do you ever say anything else besides okay in your texts? And I wrote, I was waiting for the title. And then I went back and looked, and all my 3 answers for what she had texted me were all okay. And then I wrote back, sometimes I do, or sometimes I don't, or sometimes I do, and then I put a smiley face. And I guess she decided she's going to watch Evil Dead, so, I hope it's a good movie. I don't know if I've seen it, but I've seen a lot of scary movies after, you know, once in a while they all kind of go together. Watched a movie last night called This Is Where I Leave You. It was very drawn out. You know, this family's father passes away, and the mother wants everybody to come home and be together for 7 days, and all these different, and each character has a different situation they're dealing with, and it's like bringing them all together, and I don't know. I got bored with it, but we still watched it to the end. And then we watched this movie Tracers the night before with Taylor Lautner. I don't know how you say his name. That was pretty interesting. It was about these kids, or these people that get around town by they jump off of things, they catapult themselves, I don't know, they run all over the city, running up and down sides of buildings and things, and I don't know. You can also call them tracers, and that's why the movie was called Tracers, and it was just, it was hard to describe. You kind of have to watch it, and it gets a little long until it gets to the point. The ending was good, but it lacked a certain thing that would draw you in a little bit better. So tonight, I don't know if we'll watch some more of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because we watched that show, and we still haven't seen the 2-part season finale, so don't anybody tell me about that. Or, you know, possibly the Daredevil one that they have, or another movie, or Hell's Kitchen, or Master Chef, or none of that. Watch a movie, or we don't watch anything and we sit here and chat with each other. I mean, we do that too. So, yeah, I don't know what tonight will bring. I gotta figure out what we're even having for dinner. I know it's something with chicken. So, and I'm getting a little tired of having rice with a meal, so I might try potatoes, or maybe I can make a casserole, or who knows. I have to figure dinner out, so it'll be good no matter what we have. It's just sometimes our meals get a little repetitive. And I made a barbecue, well, it's a sugar-free barbecue sauce that I had. I made a London broil in the oven last night, and I seasoned it, and then I took a onion and I cut it in slices, and I put it on top of the meat. I placed it in different, on the big top of the meat. But before I did that, I cut the meat, the London broil, I cut it and I made like a grid on it, and I put my seasoning and stuff on that, or my rub, I guess you'd call it, and then I put it in a pan with aluminum foil with the cooking spray on it, and then I poured on the sugar-free barbecue sauce on top, and I made like a foil pack, I guess you'd say, and I cooked it in the oven at 350 for, let me see, I did it for like 2.5 hours. I probably could have cooked it a little less, but I mean, it turned out okay. The onions really caramelized pretty good, and they were good with the sauce and everything, but the meat was a little dry. I noticed we had bought the same thing to make, we bought a couple London broils instead of packages of steak, because I thought, we could get more bang for our buck, because they were already on sale, that we could cut it and get some steaks out of it, which we did with the first one, but when we threw them on the grill, it was a bit tough. So I don't know if we'll try London broil that way again or not, or we might be able to slice it up and cook it a different way. I don't know. There's all different ways. I could have put it in the crock pot and let it go for hours, but I got up too late yesterday and didn't feel like trying to see if I could cook the whole thing in 4 hours. Or it would have been probably 4 or 5 hours. I probably could have did it. I just didn't want to lug out the whole thing and do it all, so I just threw it in the oven. So that was what happened there, and it turned out, it was pretty good. We had white rice and cream corn and biscuits with it, so it was pretty good, and it was filling. Yesterday was kind of kind of just rainy and stuff. It was one of those blah days, I guess you'd say. So I think we're supposed to get rain all the way through till possibly the end of the week. So, alright, I'm closing this video for now. We'll maybe do another one tonight. I'm not sure yet, but at least I got a couple off to you in a row today. Enjoy. Be safe. Bye.